Project 613, day 86. Today we learn about the mitzvah of Sotah. So here's the deal. In certain specific situations where there is tremendous tension in the marriage due to the fact that the wife is suspected of adultery, so the Torah provides a specific type of procedure that is done only in the Holy Temple to verify whether this adultery took place or not. Again, the details of how the marriage gets to this point are quite complex, complicated, and specific. We're not going to get into those details. However, just picture the scenario. There is a marriage in shambles, and the only way to fix it is by figuring out the truth. And the Torah determined, God decided, that in this very specific case, He's going to provide a miraculous way of determining the truth. They go to the Holy Temple in the presence of the Sanhedrin, and if the truth is not coming out in regular means, so there is a specific potion that is made. How do they make that potion? They take a scroll, and on the scroll they inscribe specific verses from the Torah, from the book of Numbers, that describe the mitzvah of Sotah. And they inscribe it on that scroll with ink that is used to inscribe the letters of the Holy Torah. Part of these verses, you have God's name, the four-letter name of God, Yud-Kei Vav-Kei, is part of these verses. And they inscribe it on this scroll. Then they fill up a pottery cup with water from the laver, from the kiyar, from the special basin from which the Kohanim would wash their hands and feet before serving in the Holy Temple. And then they would take this parchment that had these verses from the Torah inscribed on it with God's holy name, and they would soak it in the water to the point that all of the ink would completely disintegrate, would be separated from the parchment, and they would disappear into the water. Then they would pour some type of earth that was in the temple. They would pour the earth onto that water, and that's how they made this potion. And through this, they would verify whether this adultery occurred or not. And when it was verified that it did not occur, peace returned to the home. Now, this is something very powerful, because one of the greatest sins that could be done is to destroy or erase God's name. And here God says, take my holy name, the holiest of names, and erase it in the water in order to restore peace and harmony to the home and to the family. God is willing to give up of His own self, to hurt Himself, to impact His own honor and respect in order to restore peace and tranquility to a Jewish home. Something to think about. Thank you all for watching. More tomorrow.